What's up? So here's a question. Which one would you rather choose? Being an influencer or a corporate person, both earning 20,000 Ghana cedis. Which one would you rather choose? Let me know in the comment section even before we continue the rest of the video. Now, I know sometimes because of the way Ghanaian influencers make the life so rosy, we tend to think these people have an easy life, soft life, whatever. But trust me, there's a lot of things that go into it that probably they wouldn't tell you. And of course, it's what has been able to form your perception about them. On the other hand, a lot of corporate people are very structured, responsible. Of course, I'm not saying influencers are not that, but based on the systems and structures that they have, makes them more responsible, reliable, and all these things together. So there's a lot of deep thinking that needs to go in before making a decision like this. Of course, I'm sure this video and a lot of general comments are going to help and assist people who find themselves with this dilemma. So let's break it down. Now, as an influencer, you have the luxury of flexibility. Now, you can wake up whenever you want, you can do whatever you want, your time is yours, you control every single little thing. Of course, depending on the projects that you work on and then the caliber of clients that you work on as well. But all in all, you are in control. On the other hand, for a corporate person, there are systems, there are structures that you have to be in, that you have to follow. And your responsibilities are pretty streamlined. You know what to do on a Monday morning up through till Friday. You know that at the end of every quarter there's going to be your appraisals, you have your KPIs, and so it's easy to work towards them and be able to grow onward, and of course be able to pitch for either more increments or benefits or any other extras that come with the job. Also, for an influencer, depending on the client, again, there's a lot of pressure in there. Yes, so you may think they come show the nice rosy parts, but there's a lot of pressure in there as well. And sometimes even me, I've really not gotten to that level yet, but the little that I've seen, trust me, it is overwhelming. Also, let's consider the geographical location. Yes, if you are in Accra, trust me, a lot of things are going to go into that 20k. Your rent, your prepaid, your electricity bill, your water bill, your your earpiece, your girlfriend allowance. You know, a lot of things are going to go into it. But compared to maybe somebody in Kumasi, Sunyani, Takwa, or Boase, who doesn't have a very high spend rate, definitely they're going to be able to retain more and then save more. The other thing we need to consider is growth trajectory. In fact, think about it and ask yourself, in the last 10 years, which influencer, in quote, has been relevant till now? There are very few names to mention, but for a corporate person, for the next 5-10 years, their income is secured, their growth trajectory is also secured. And so that gives you a lot of things to think about. Because for influencers, once your relevance drops, your income follows. Another thing that a lot of us, especially this generation and the Gen Zs, need to consider is the fact that a lot of us think you need to work for yourself to have fulfillment, but not everybody can do that. Not everybody can be that, and not everyone can be an influencer. Some people like structures and systems, so they go for the corporate job. Yes, they may have shitty bosses, toxic work environments, a lot of things in there, but once they get value for their money, of course, let's understand 20k is a lot of money, especially in Ghana here. So as an influencer, you may not work directly for people, but you definitely work with people. And of course, depending on the client or the brand or the project, definitely you are going to meet some of these people. Now, the question is, who are the people who work with influencers? It's same corporate people. So there's a lot of balance that you need to do in there. Now, I know you may be saying, Akwa Kasadodo, but the whole point is there are a lot of factors that are going to help you decide if you can take an influencer job for 20k or take a corporate job for 20k. Personally, I like to be able to see my growth trajectory going up. I like to see my value improve and increase. I like to have that. I have something sustainable that is going to come. As against being an influencer whereby your relevance is dependent on how much work you put out there. Some of them have literally no privacy. The people you meet are online. Your bedroom is online. Your kitchen is online. Your everything is online. So there's barely any privacy for you. And so there are a lot of things that go on, and I'm sure by now you have decided or you have made your decision. Let me know in the comment section. Now, no answer is wrong, but it's all up to perspectives and needs and wants. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, adios.